Headlines in the technology area today. That would be Softbank, reportedly investing nearly $1 billion in a push to develop AI. Deirdre Bosa has the details in today's Tech Check. Hi, Dee.
Hey, Tyler. So we have always known that Bosa and Softbank, they were going to go big on Gen AI. They've talked about it for a long time, but many have taken that to mean that Softbank would invest in startups as a conglomerate. The Nikkei, though, reports that Softbank is looking to develop its own large language model, a potentially far more expensive strategy. Here's Anthropic's CEO, which makes one of the most advanced existing models of the moment, Claude, on what that takes.
The models of today cost about $100 million, right? Plus or minus factor two or three. I think we're going to see models trained in the next year are going to be about $1 billion. And then 2025, 2026, we're going to go to $5 or $10 billion. And I think there's a chance it may even go beyond that to $100 billion.
That is just a huge amount of money, and Softbank is reportedly planning to invest less than $1 billion over 2 years. If Amodi is right in that the costs to build one will rise to $5 or $10 billion or more as soon as next year, $1 billion is going to be far from enough. But there is another camp of experts that believe costs will come down thanks to improvements in hardware and algorithmic efficiency and more competitive pricing. Either way, though, Tyler, Seema, it is not surprising that Bosa is very ambitious here and going beyond just investing in AI startups. This could represent one of his biggest challenges yet, though. His approach over the last few decades has been in investing and acquiring companies rather than building them from the ground up. You need a lot of money. You also need a lot of talent to build these large language models.
As you reported, Dee, Bosa has had a lot of wins, but he's had a lot of losses as well. What's the likelihood, from your perspective, on his ability to be successful in a market that NVIDIA dominates?
He is such a controversial figure in terms of his investments, right? What some of his big losses have included WeWork, as well as just a lot of the peak investments that he made during, the boom times when valuations got out of hand during the 2021. He was the guy writing the biggest checks along with Tiger Global. But he's also had a recent really impressive win, and that is ARM, the chip company. He listed that. Softbank is still the majority, I think 90% owner of that company. And there's a lot of questions over what he's going to do with those winnings, the money that he's made off of ARM since it got public. You could imagine that if he actually wants to develop his own large language model, he's going to have to tap that investment cash out, similar to how he's been tapping into his Alibaba investment from decades ago to fund a lot of Softbank's other initiatives.
Makes sense. So just looking at ARM, up about 93% in the past 6 months.
There you go.
Dee, thank you. That's Deirdre Bosa.